This one is wild, guys. We've been told that this drug thing is huge, and now President Trump has just released a declassified video of a drug submarine being destroyed. On October 18th, President Trump posted the following on his Truth Social account.
It was my great honor to destroy a very large drug-carrying submarine that was navigating towards the United States on a well-known narco-trafficking transit route. U.S. intelligence confirmed this vessel was loaded up with mostly fentanyl and other illegal narcotics. There were 4 known narco-terrorists on board the vessel. 2 of the terrorists were killed. At least 25,000 Americans would die if I allowed this submarine to come ashore. The 2 surviving terrorists are being returned to their countries of origin, Ecuador and Colombia, for detention and prosecution. No U.S. forces were harmed in this strike. Under my watch, the United States of America will not tolerate narco-terrorists trafficking illegal drugs by land or by sea. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America.
Before the bleeding hearts say that this was unwarranted, we should look at some statistics. The fentanyl crisis has exacted a devastating toll on American lives as the primary driving force of the nation's overdose epidemic over the past decade. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, synthetic opioids like fentanyl were implicated in approximately 74,000 overdose deaths in 2022, accounting for nearly 70% of the total 108,000 drug overdose fatalities that year. This is a sad situation because fentanyl can be up to 50 times stronger than heroin, and it's causing an average of over 200 deaths daily. This is more than the combined fatalities from car crashes and gun violence. Also, fentanyl-related deaths disproportionately affect young adults aged 18 to 44. In this age group, drug overdoses are now the leading cause of death. So why is nobody screaming about this? There should be millions in the streets demanding the swift takedown of these drug cartels. This could be your child. Black Americans specifically have seen overdose rates rise sharply, with fentanyl contributing to a 40% increase in deaths among this group from 2019 to 2022. Native American communities also face rates up to 3 times the national average. Economically, the crisis imposes an annual burden exceeding $1 trillion in healthcare costs, lost productivity, and criminal justice expenses. Fentanyl addiction erodes families, communities, and the workforce. But even worse, it snuffs the life out of youth before they've had the opportunity to experience life. Provisional data for 2024 signals a reversal, with fentanyl overdose deaths dropping by over 30%, from around 76,000 in 2023 to an estimated 48,000. This was amid a broader 27% drop in total drug overdoses to about 76,000 nationwide. This decline is most apparent among youth under 35, where fatalities fell by roughly 40%, so we are making progress. Factors that have helped are the widespread availability of naloxone, expanded addiction treatment access, and shifts in the illicit drug supply. The fentanyl hitting the streets has been less potent. In 2023, 7 out of 10 samples were lethal doses. Now only 5 out of 10 tested samples were lethal doses, but the fight isn't over. It's merely a speed bump for the traffickers, and will require consistent, aggressive interceptions of these drugs before they hit our borders, and that's exactly what the Trump administration is doing. We are likely going to need some sort of treatment for addicts so that they don't simply change their drug of choice. So a comprehensive program of sweeping arrests of drug kingpins across the world will likely be ongoing. So next time you see a video or announcement that we have destroyed a boat of drug runners on their way to the United States with drugs, be thankful that your children are safe and that President Trump is the only one who has effectively made a difference in this assault on our youth. They stole our children's minds, destroyed their bodies, and took away their right to exist. We must all be waiting with open arms as our families begin to heal and reunite. Nothing can stop what is coming, and thank heaven for that. Till next time, as the world heals, so do we, and our gratitude becomes the light guiding that renewal.